It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Broncos. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, a mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. Brock, a couple running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now on 4th down, it's Trenton Gill out to kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season, and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson finds a new home in Pittsburgh, and I think he finds the exact right fit for his skill set. A team in the Steel City that loves to run the ball, play great defense. That sound familiar? That's what he did for the Seahawks for well over a decade. He's looking to rejuvenate his career after a couple tough seasons in Denver, and this might just be the right fit.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Wilson now from the gun. This one's hauled in on the left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Two set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, give to Harris. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bubbled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ setting to throw. Gets this one to Harris. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Russ now from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. From the 38. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. He's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a stand and a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front. Just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Here's Nix. They'll set up the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 4. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He makes the catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 1st down here. Going right side, Harris with it. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Russ looking to throw. Taken in by Harris. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. I'm trying to run it with Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he gets this forward to the 19. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 19. Wilson on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pick up a 5 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down throw from Wilson. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Wilson out of the pistol. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Chris Boswell for the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Draw play, this is Williams. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 22. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing here, Nix. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw again. Nix. Finding Reynolds. And he stops just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Steelers calling their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Calvin Austin on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finds his man, Gray. And this one does not go far.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Russ is going to cook here. Caught by Freiermuth. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Wilson now from the gun. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Running behind center with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that catch is made down the right sideline. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nix with it on first. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started in the heartland, Kansas City, as they're at home to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Going to Harris to start the half. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Defense shows blitz. Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Russ. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 3. Osborne hulls it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Boswell to add the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here comes their offense out again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That's a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Give to Williams from the gun. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They motion Reynolds over right. On 1st down, they'll run. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Only fair. He got them the touchdown, so they let him pick up the 2 as well. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Russ now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
To throw again on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They give to Harris from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Pickens, the motion man right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson to the air. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ross off the play fake. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Broncos 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos offense all set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He spins right by him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They motion Reynolds over right. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He beams one deep right side. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Pickens, the motion man right. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw. Taken in by Harris. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing now. Gets this one to Harris. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they go with Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Harris once more. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Running behind center with Harris. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Here's a give to Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now to throw. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw it. Finding Reynolds. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Now hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw it. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can
put the body on the line for his team. And he's taken down at the 30. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.